the B Stone Show. I am B Stone, and I am here with a very important guest. I have music producer YS Trakkz. Welcome to the show.
What it do, what it do.
I am so honored to be here with you. We are here at Drop the Heat Music Studio.
Yep,
So,
home. It's my home.
hometown here in Memphis,
Yeah.
Tennessee. Okay, so what made you want to become a music producer?
Basically, growing up, seeing all my brothers do music. My oldest brother, he used to rap with 3 6 Mafia back in the day. So, being around all that, it just inspired me to do music. Then, also, I was in a marching band. So, yeah,
So you were influenced by music.
yeah, music. Walk and talk with music.
So when did that begin? How old were you?
That was in elementary. I was probably like eight, eight, 8 years old, something like that.
When did you realize, like, what were you doing? Were you, like, listening to music? Did you, like, beat on things? How did that go?
One day, shit, my brother, he was just on this program called Fruit Loops, and I just seen him making beats. I'm like, damn, this the same shit I do with music in the band. You know what I'm saying? So I really was trying to use the program to try to write music, like for the marching band, but of course you can't write music like that for the marching band. So I just started getting into making beats and shit, and ran back high school. Then when I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. Like
Wow.
listening to Zaytoven, produced with Gucci Mane and other producers as well. But it would inspire me to go and pick it up. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do it.
That's where it started.
Mm-hmm.
Dope. That's
Yeah.
dope. So how long have you been producing music?
Really, all my life, probably, as far as being an actual producer, maybe 10 plus years.
And who was the first major musician that you worked with?
First major musician really was Snoop Wow. I had a song with him called "It Ain't My Fault," but everybody really know me for producing with Moneybagg Yo. We came up together. I produced like executive produced like 5 of his mixtapes, from Relentless, Federal Loaded, ELO, All Gas No Break,
And you've worked with other artists as well. I see you've worked with Finesse 2 times,
yep, yep,
Big Boogie,
yep, yep,
and also you have new projects with Money Man.
yeah.
Wow, Trip Star, and the list just goes on.
Goes on. Long
Wow,
ass list.
wow, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
So how did it go about with you working with Money Man? Did you receive a call, an email, an inquiry about working with him?
Basically, he inboxed me on Instagram. It was like right after the Some More record came out with Finesse,
Hmm.
and he just like, hey, this my number, hit me up. Like, send me that heat. And I was like, what the fuck?
So were you astonished at the time? Like,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I was shocked. But the thing is, I've been around Money Man like plenty of times. Like his old manager back in the day, named Tutu, he worked with Big Boogie now. But back then, me and Tutu had a studio, and Money Man used to pull up here and there and just vibe out. And he heard a couple of my beats back then, but I probably wasn't ready at the time.
so you
Yeah.
feel timing is
Yeah,
everything. How does
timing is
how does
definitely
it
everything.
feel like knowing that you made your time?
Shit feel good. It should feel good. Like it still don't feel real, but you gotta. I guess this is my second time around. It's like, okay, I'm so focused on I'm not finna mess it up type shit, or I'm really finna make sure I really cherish this moment type
Yeah.
shit.
I'm sure it's a impeccable feeling through the highs and the lows. Where do you see yourself within the next 5 years within
Next
your career?
5 years, I see myself getting into starting my own label. Right now, I'm really looking to starting a production team first before I get into a whole label situation. But right now, I got 4 or 5 producers that's, well, not under me, but with me. I don't like saying under me, but that's with me, who I'm bringing along with me. And they also help me co-produce some of the records that I got coming out with Money Man. So,
That is
yeah.
dope. You've also been working on other projects. You have your hand tied in a lot of different projects, I
Yeah, with a lot
assume.
of independent artists. Yep,
Independent artists. So you also are working with Zach Kirk and Back of the Class.
yep.
How did that start?
It started with Zach Kirk. Like, one day he just hit me up. He was like, "Hey, bro, I remember back when we was out of town with Hitkidd, you saying you was in a marching band, you played drums. I know you know how to beat on the table, so I'm finna shoot you this idea." So basically, he shot me the idea, and I was like, "Yeah, I can do that." Basically, the idea was a guy beating on the table and another guy. You know how it was growing up in high school, middle school, whatever. A guy beating on the table and everybody at the table rapping and shit. So I was like, "Yeah, there'll be a dope idea."
So before working with a lot of these major artists, before they were as known as they are today, did you think that you would ever make it this far in
Uh,
your career?
Honestly, nah. Uh, Shit, at the time I was really trying to be in school. 'Cause I was in college, and when I came home, that's when things started coming up with me and Bag and other artists. And at the time, before it got real big, I was finna go back to college, but God gave me a choice like, hey, college or stay here and turn up. And stayed and turned up.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do you feel that's a part of following your intuition?
Yeah, you gotta follow what's in your gut. You got to.
I think, and that's just speaking from experience, I've dropped out of college to pursue a dream.
Hmm.
And does it feel like work when you're working?
It feel like work, but it's something that you love doing. So it only feel like work to me when it's time to like do paperwork and all that type of shit. But when I'm just making music, I'm just love what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? It's just lucky I'm getting paid for what I'm doing. So
Yeah. And you've also worked with Hitkidd.
yeah,
Hitkidd is
that's my
known
guy.
for, you said that's your guy?
That's my guy.
So Hitkidd has worked with Glorilla on FNF.
Yeah.
And how was your experience working with Hitkidd along with that blowing up?
Before he did the thing with Glorilla, me and Hitkidd got a record with Duke Deuce and Fujiano called Spin. And
Mm-hmm.
that's when he flew me out to LA. That was my first time flying, first time going to LA, and it was a vibe, and we made plenty beats, like especially for his project, but that's when we made the Spin beat. But being around Hitkidd, like, he inspires people. Like, he go make your ass work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and that's what people need. Like, it's fun. He go make sure everybody good, safe, and you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just work. Just come with that work mentality.
So you basically answered my next following question. So that's what people need,
Yeah,
um, especially people who aspire to be
yeah,
somewhere. So
yep,
you feel
yep,
like
yep,
Hit Kid is a prime example of someone who's going to help take you to the next level,
yep.
as long as that individual wants to.
Wants to. Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta
Okay.
want it. That's for anybody. Like, as long as you want to do it, somebody go come pick you up. Somebody go be like, hey, come on, let go. Like in my situation, my producers, like, come on, I see y'all working. Two of them, really my best friend, like growing up. So they ain't seen me come up, and I ain't seen them be with me coming up and start doing their own thing. I'm like, let's go. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Wow. So do you have any other artists that you look forward to working with in the future?
I wouldn't say looking forward to, but is
Is there anyone on that list?
I work with anybody as long as they ready to work. It
So
ain't really I rather work with producers than
artists,
yeah, just the artist type shit.
may I
I'm
ask
really
why?
looking forward to. Yeah, you can ask why, like artists, I know it ain't guaranteed, but I know certain producers like it's more guaranteed to be like, hey, check me out, or they probably heard things that you've done. You know what I'm saying? We collab, and I just like creating things. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
feel like I'm more creative with producers.
I can
Yeah,
understand. That's just
yeah.
more of your niche.
Mm-hmm.
So it
My
just works
lane.
out.
Yep. It's my lane.
If you had the opportunity to work with Gucci Mane
I can work
and
with him. What's crazy?
Southside,
One of my producers, he got a song, Met Critter and Gucci Mane.
wow.
And that was
So,
on his own. Like they just off of seeing him, he seeing how I'm working, and he just like take the same thing, start doing his own thing, recording, Came over, met Critter, and got some Gucci. Bam.
Do you have any advice on aspiring music producers who want to be like yourself or someone in the industry that produces as well?
Of course, everybody go be like, keep working, keep going. You know, the usual stuff. Of
Hmm.
course, they right, keep working, keep going. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared to try new things. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, get into the business. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing I can really just give to a producer, like advice. Like when it comes to advice, go learn the business. Like it's very, very important.
And about how long did it take you to learn the business?
It took me years to learn because I came from two different sides of the music industry, from the mixtape era to now it's all about streaming. So mixtape era, like it was more so, hey, buy a beat, or you might fuck with a nigga on the beat, and you just put out a mixtape and you go from there, and hopefully people start looking your name up and you make money on the way up. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But yeah,
What's the most complex situation that you've been in when it comes to your career?
getting back in the position that I am now. I didn't had a moment where I was up and went down and came up. That was probably like my hardest moment, and it was like a chin check moment type
Mm.
shit. Like I had to learn from my mistakes or what I allowed. Like, okay, I'm not finna let this happen again, or I'm not finna allow myself to think this way or anything. So that was probably my hardest moment.
So, do you feel having, I wouldn't say mentors, but having people who are more experienced than yourself is essential in this business to help
Yeah,
guide you through
yeah, I
those
ain't.
ups and downs?
Yeah, of course my brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they told me like they were chin checking me like, hey, you should have did this, bro. Nah, don't do this. Next time, you know what I'm saying, move
Yeah.
this way. And I had, of course, DJ Squeaky. He's a pioneer here in Memphis. Like, he really the Memphis sound. He produced for Young Dolph. A
Mhm.
lot of records for Young Dolph. 85, 95%. But, yeah, he gave me a lot of game about how to move as a producer, because he'd have been through the same thing, or probably even worse. You know what I'm saying? He heard of my situation, and he asked me about my situation. He was like, bro, just do this, maintain, keep going, stay focused, and just, you know what I'm saying, everything go work out.
Mhm. So, was this drop that occurred, was it unexpected or did you feel it coming? How were you able to handle that besides the advice that you've taken and utilized? But did you feel it coming before it came?
Nah, you don't. You're not gonna see it.
It's
Like,
unexpected.
even when getting on, like you're not gonna see it. Getting on or falling off, you're not gonna see it. Other people might see it, but you're not gonna see it yourself.
Before the pandemic, did you have a decrease in music productions or were things stagnant? How was that for you?
It was basically a straight path. I wasn't elevating. I felt stuck at the moment before
Mm.
the pandemic. But during the pandemic, that's when things went up. Like, I ain't gonna lie, shit was lovely. I ain't gonna lie. I hate to say I wish I can go back,
No, you're
but
not the only one.
but shit was lovely. Like, it's when everything started turning up for me. Cause everybody at home, everybody got time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Nothing but
people
time.
would just hit me up like, hey bro, I need some beats. I need some beats. I'm like, damn, I'm thinking this was fucking everybody poor or
Oh,
some shit. Like, we fucked up right now, and niggas want to spend money. So
so you were able to see the difference between the recession-proof people and
yeah, I
okay.
did. I
So it brought
did.
a lot of light to
But
that.
I'm also the type of person, like, it ain't really about money with me. Like, as long as I see a person really working and actually trying to make something happen, like, I don't mind working with them.
Were you able to work from home during the recession or
Yeah,
so
I was
you were
working at home. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, certain studios was open. It just, you probably can only have like 2 or 3 people in the room, and of course you had to get your temperature checked and everything. Just,
so you had to follow CDC
mm,
guidelines?
yeah,
Okay. Were you a little nervous to work with some people even though
yeah, hell yeah, I was.
I
I was
think
nervous.
it had a lot of people fearful about their lives. I mean, it was
Yeah.
something new.
I ain't gonna lie, until I caught COVID, I was like, man,
Ain't nothing.
fuck it,
Ain't nothing.
let's go.
But how did you feel about like the monkeypox? Like,
I ain't gonna lie, this shit scared the shit out of me. I ain't gonna lie. I went ghost. I was like, I ain't going nowhere.
so did you have a lot of Clorox wipes in
Oh
the
God.
studio?
Nobody wouldn't come here. Oh
Lights on the seat down. So do you have any upcoming future projects?
I got one of my guy, Sleepy Loco. He gonna be called Blame Sleepy.
Blame
Yeah.
Sleepy.
Different vibe. He's not the usual trap, trap rapper. The shit that's going on there.
So
Like
he's
he
unique
really,
in his own
yeah,
way.
he unique in his own way. Like he's really laid back and you can ride to it. Shit, certain songs on the project you can play it in the club, but it's still laid back. It's a vibe. Like he give you vibe music. That's why I call it vibe music. You can really ride and vibe to it.
So you have a really good feeling about this.
Yeah.
Okay, well we will be looking forward to hearing these new projects. Any other projects that you are able to speak on?
My guy OTB Fastlane. He out there from I think he from Houston. He from Texas, but yeah, he got a big following going on right now.
Okay.
I got a record on his mixtape for to come out.
Memphis, the culture behind the music, going way back from 3 6 Mafia and before then,
Mm-hmm.
the culture is unique. So when it comes to the music industry here in 2023, do you feel like you are the hardest music producer out of Memphis?
Hell yeah. Fuck you. But nah. It's supposed to feel that way, but it's a line of hard hitters like me, Real Red, Hitkidd, of course, AC. I don't want to miss nobody out. Red on the beat. It's T-Head, Ayo. It's just a list of motherfuckers. Like, we standing strong and we actually predicted this shit years ago.
So you already knew in advance that Memphis would be on the map when it came down to
But
what
we
gave
all,
you the impression? Was it Moneybagg? Was it
it was
Finesse? Was it
Moneybagg. It was like a domino effect, like seeing Black Youngster, Moneybagg, this person, Key Glock, this. You know what I'm saying? Just a long list of artists just getting on. Like as many times like we had this opportunity, it never got like this.
yeah.
And like some of the producers I named, all of us done really helped brand the artists from the bottom to where they at now. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it's kind of like, damn, we seen this shit coming and we really worked hard and made this shit happen.
So you're the gatekeepers at this point.
You say that.
I mean,
You can say that.
the proof is in the pudding.
You can say that.
So-
you can say that.
For any aspiring music producers, I'm sure they go hit you up like, hey, what do I need to do? What do I? So do
Yeah.
you have a lot of that?
Yeah, already. It been like that really this like my whole career. Like I done had from different states just hit me up like, hey, I done heard the old bag shit. Like I'm tapped in, bro. You hard. What do I need to do? Like I ain't gave a lot of people a lot of advice. You know what I'm saying? Even in Memphis, they got names. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't want to mention no names, but a lot of people that sit in the room and like, bro, what I need to do. And
Yeah.
not saying that they follow what I told them, but they really reached back and be like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, you was right. This shit happened. So
Wow. So that's definitely a gift to be able to predict and also project
Yeah.
it within people when they don't see it in themselves.
hmm
So with Back of the Class, I've seen so many great artists on the
Mhm.
platform. It's dope because you have Famous Animal TV,
Yeah.
and this is
Famous
like,
my guy. He know my come up too. Famous used to buy beats from me like back in 2012 type shit. Like, yeah, he know my story too.
was Famous before you, or were you guys at the same time?
He was a rapper at first, so he was just buying beats from me. I had a little name because I used to drop beat mixtapes a lot, so That's how I kind of got my name before the bag situation. So yeah, he used to just buy beats from me, and we had mutual friends too. So
Famous Animal has a platform where it gives artists
yeah,
that spotlight.
going
And
crazy.
back up, listen, they be let go, they be crunk. So back of the class,
Hmm.
it's different. It's unique in its own way.
Yeah,
All of your artists, they get to show and reveal the authenticity
yeah,
of their artistry. So do you feel that that is needed in this industry when we're looking for upcoming artists?
yeah, most definitely. Like, cause people not in the streets anymore. Back then, people used to pass out CDs back then. You know what I'm saying? The streets and shit. Now it's everything is about the internet. So like different platforms, like helping artists get to where they need to get music deals or even just a good solid fan base to make their own independent money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I think it's well needed like for the culture right now.
When was the last time you've had a CD handed to you at a gas
Shit.
station?
I ain't gonna lie. They still do it in Atlanta. ATL probably like a year ago. I didn't had a guy be like, check this out, bro. I was like, you ain't got no Apple Music. He was like, no, I don't not do that. I'm like, okay. I grabbed and checked it out. He was decent.
But for any upcoming artists, aspiring artists,
Hmm.
let the CDs go. It's 2023.
Let it go, dog.
At
Let
least
it go.
upload it to Spotify, Apple Music,
It's
YouTube.
easy.
Get your copyright. All right. Well, it was definitely a pleasure being here in this beautiful studio.
Appreciate it.
I can definitely sense that it was a lot of hits made here, and definitely look forward to seeing upcoming projects. And we have a very special guest coming on to the next episode, so you all stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in on the B Stone Show.